First Impressions. My name is Bob the Drag Queen, and today we are going to be reviewing episode 2 of Slag Wars, which is available on slagwars.com. Yes, this is the official review show of Slag Wars, and today I have my very special guest. She is the queen of snakes. She is the winner of All Stars 2. She is a drag superstar. She is the blonde bombshell. She turns trash into magic. Please put your hands together for Miss Alaska.
Hi. Bombshell. Oh my God, that's the name of the musical. That's it. Oh my God, Bombshell. It's perfect. Oh wow.
Wait, are you writing a musical?
No. I've been watching Smash and I've never seen it, and I'm like, how did I miss this show?
Oh, that's a lot. Did I tell you something? Years ago, I did this thing a while back where I just randomly sat at home and me and Mitch wrote a song for Eureka without telling her, and then I went to a club and I was like, I emailed you something, check it out. And then she ended up being the big girl. And one day I was sitting at home, I was like, you know what? Alaska's album, that first album, really makes for a great musical. I was like, I'm gonna write a musical. I was like, but that's a lot more than just doing a song. I was like, I'm going to write Anus the musical and then just like send Alaska the script and see what pops.
Okay, great. Let's collab on it. I'm serious. I've always that's something, that's always been a dream. So I'm down.
I mean, the music's already there. There's already music, and we will squeeze yet another dig into it right here.
Yet another dig. Ugh.
So we just watched episode 2 of Slag Wars, and let's get pretty much right into what's going on. At the very top of the episode, they're kind of like recovering from, if you recall last week, Sophie, who, by the way, I've done a little bit of research on. How much do you know about the Destroyers?
I mean, I only have the vague awareness. I mean, I know we are babe. Oh, hi. We are babe. Yeah. I know.
Destroyers.
Yeah.
So I recently was like, let me look more into these two. So I started going into, I recommend everyone go to Sophie's YouTube page. It's not what you think. Like, I was expecting I'm fucking sucking all days and whatnot. It's her being like, hi everyone, I'm a mom. Today I'm picking my son up from school and I get to spend time with my little man. And she has another one that's like, are you having suicidal thoughts? Let's find out how to combat that. And I was like, the Destroyers are like these slutty kindergarten teachers who just want to teach everyone and enrich everyone with their massive jugs out.
I did not know that she was a soccer mom underneath. I wondered. I was like, what if this is all just, it's a high concept character. She's like Tammy Brown. And then she goes home, she takes off the breastplate and she peels off the lips, and then she's she goes to PT. She puts on her brown hair and
she has her All Stars lips on and she pulls them off. Rubber lips. Honestly, that would be the biggest gag of the century, to see a mousy brown hair in a cardigan and just all right, love. So let's talk about, Tyrese, who uses they, them pronouns, is on the couch with Kevin, uses he, him pronouns. And is this gay, hitting on? This feels like gay. Someone's whenever someone says, do you have a boyfriend? just ask me at this point.
That usually is where it goes. But yeah, I mean, a little. Yeah, a little.
Have you ever asked anyone if they had a boyfriend without wanting to be honest? Tell the gospel truth.
See, I do the Golden Girls. I don't come out and ask it. I'm like, oh, well, your boyfriend must really enjoy that sort of thing, too.
Oh, you don't have a boyfriend?
Oh. Crazy.
And then next tattoo, right? That's the universal noise for... Tyrese is the only non-binary person on the show. We have a couple of men, a trans woman, and one non-binary person. And they're definitely like representing for the community. They pop up and they're like, as a reminder, I mean, that's not a London accent by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm loving Chase Icon. I did not know about Chase Icon until this show. Did you know about her?
Yes, I did. I've had her on the podcast. She was on Race Chaser. And I knew her because she did these really funny voiceovers of like Lady Gaga's like Instagram videos. And she sounds exactly like Lady Gaga's speaking voice. And she's razor sharp funny, like so hilarious, so sarcastic. And I love that she's like acting as our sort of narrator. It's very like Come Dine With Me, you know, the guy who's like, well, that didn't work out very well, did it?
Oh, yeah.
You know, when they're like doing stuff. It's very that.
It adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the show, and she's incredibly funny. Honestly, whenever I'm watching it, her comments always get the biggest laughs of the episode, for sure.
Yes. So good, so good, so funny.
I guess Gustavo's gonna eat. Like, this is it. The eating in every scene, we're just gonna see. That should have been his kink, feeding.
Also, right.
What do you do when
Also,
you're receiving?
Yeah.
The eater.
I just love a shirtless breakfast. I mean, what he's just fully he's shirtless. He's stuffing his face, and we love it. He's a fantastic character. Like, we are blessed to have him on the show. And Nikki's hair.
Oh yeah.
Her hair system is fantastic. It looks so pretty.
You know, Nikki slays. She slays. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this video. I want to take a quick second to let you all know that I have done some holiday merchandise. You can go to bobthedragqueen.bigcartel.com. I have the fracking shirts and some masks as well. And, of course, I'm also going to be on Cameo. You can go to cameo.com. /Bob the Drag Queen and get a personalized message to a loved one or someone that you care very deeply about. Anyway, back to the video. So Gustavo talks about his mom and how like she was like, I just imagine that his mom's like helping him pack for Slag Wars. She's like, you want to wear this mesh top or do you want to wear this mesh top? Do
you want to wear this shirt that says daddy or this shirt that says daddy? Because everyone is wearing shirts that say daddy. Everything says daddy.
Exactly. What's going on is like, and then Cameron's like, well, I got kicked out from, he was keeping his religion very anonymous. He was like, that religion, whatever that religion is, they excommunicated me.
Probably Mormon.
Yeah, maybe it's Mormonism. And then Nikki's like, well, I got kicked out too. I got a fake ID. And then she discovered the bars in Florida. A spindrift poured right into B. Arthur's head. Truly iconic. Truly iconic. So I mean,
the battery is blinking on my camera now. So I'm gonna look really clear for a second, and then I'm gonna look grainy as fuck, just for you viewers at home, just so you know.
Oh my god! Wrap it up. All right. So what I'm really intrigued by is like, this is the moment where like you're expecting this like crazy slaggy sucking show, and then it's like, look at us, we have lives. Even sluts have emotions. Definitely.
I love that about this show. I love the fact that it's a show with no discernible, you know, like objective or purpose or like, but it's like making fun of reality show tropes, which is great. And like you said, showing that like everyone has depth, no matter, you know, how you may present online or, you know, in your profession.
I also love that they keep changing what it means to be a destroyer. They're like, and here we are being honest, and that's what it means to be a destroyer. You know what happened? I saw you drop $5. I picked it up and I said, hello, you dropped $5, and that's what it means to be a destroyer. I was tired. I was very tired. I didn't think I was going to make it through, but I pulled myself up by the tit straps. I grabbed myself by the nipples, lifted myself into the air, and I went on, and that's what it means to be a destroyer. It means everything.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
It's just vague enough.
Yeah.
It's almost as vague as a sickening supply of Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Right. You know, when I won RuPaul's Drag Race, it was fantastic. It changed my life. And I won a sickening supply of fabulous nondescript makeup brand cosmetics. Um, it's like on cooking shows where they're like, I'm gonna make rice cereal treats. Girl, you know it's Rice Krispie ass treats. We know Nikki was talking about RuPaul's Drag Race.
So let's go into this week's foreplay. The foreplay challenge is like a mini challenge, and they're doing ASMR. You have a very ASMR voice. You were ASMR before people were ASMR and ASMR. Have you ever done a release an official ASMR?
Okay, it says my battery has officially died.
How do you feel like you would do this challenge?
See, I don't, okay, no, I think I'd be good at it. I liked it. I once did Derek and Nebraska's Wow Presents show, and they did, it was like an ASMR thing, and I was really good at it. I really like getting really close to the microphone.
So here's a question that a lot of people ask, and you can listen. You can be. This is first impression. You can be honest here. Is any part of your voice an affectation, or is this just genuinely how you talk?
I will say it's like having a Southern accent, in the sense that it is how I talk, but I can turn it up a little bit, like if I want. Like if I'm doing an interview and I want to be like, oh, I really want to just like give them the Alaska. Like I can do it, but it is how I talk. No one in my family speaks this way. It's an anomaly. I don't know why. Maybe I watched a lot of Betty Davis as a child or something. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, you have this it's like this transatlantic. It's kind of like how Tim Gunn's like, designers. Like there's no way his family is like young Timothy. Like I don't know what that voice is. Why does he talk like that? Or Eartha Kitt's from North Carolina. like why does she talk like this? Like what the is going on?
I don't know. I can't explain it. I really can't.
Do you like this ASMR they're doing? Like
I thought some of these ASMR bits were really funny. Like I thought the one who was talking about her credit card, that was really funny.
I think that was Levi. Levi was like,
yeah,
get your credit card and your wet, juicy credit card. Yeah, there's some good bits now. I really enjoyed it. But also they're like Destroyers, which is like funny. It's like a funny porn. It's like this weird humor porn.
Yeah, it's very that.
I would say it's like T.S. Madison. Like started as a porn star, but then like became an internet meme.
Yeah.
And now moving into like the internet sphere of being like a social influencer, YouTuber, TikToker, Vine star.
And it's something I love to see as like this sort of breaking down of these like rigid things. Like now, like drag queens, it's not uncommon for drag queens to have OnlyFans accounts. So it's like this meshing of like adult content with like the world of drag, which used to be they never collided. That was unheard of.
Do you remember back in the day when having a picture of your boobs would get you disqualified from any competition? Frenchie Davis got disqualified from American Idol for having her tits out, and Vanessa Williams got her title revoked, I think, for being in a bra and panties.
Yeah, forget it. Frenchie Davis needs to come back and like recompete. That's up.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, she's beyond that at this point.
Yeah.
So now Levi has won the foreplay challenge, and he gets to decide who's going to be in what groups.
Mm-hmm.
He chooses himself, his partner Cameron, and Tyrese to be in one group, and they have chosen bondage. He has put Kevin and Kane in a group, and they're going to be doing spanking, which, by the way, the Destroyers say spank the way they say spunk, so I was really confused for a second. They're going to be spunking. I was like, Jesus Christ, on camera? And then he puts together Gustavo and Nikki, and they're going to be doing foot fetish. Now, have you ever dabbled in, do you have any kinks? Have you ever dabbled in any of these kinks?
Girl, these are the most vanilla ass, like, because they're doing a show that's about, like, it's sexy, but not sexual, because, you know, it's going to a broader audience. So, like, these are the literal, I mean, are you kidding? Like, spanking? That's like first date. That's like you don't even know each other yet. Like, you're getting to know each other.
I mean, you do have some lyric in the song Puppet. You say, if you're down, let me take that piss so tight, taking that fist. So you're like really telling the kids you're out here doing the most.
Well, I think that like, I mean, if you're built for it, fisting is great. I personally don't have the square footage as Margaret Cho says. And piss is fantastic. I'm shocked they didn't do a piss thing, but again, they can't. But I think piss is fantastic. I'm a huge piss advocate because it's like really safe and like really like, you know, it's like.
And if you get someone with a strong enough stream, you can social distance piss. So they can just lean back and just shoot a solid 6 foot stream. Wait. Okay, last thing I'll say about piss play. You have a famous performance where you. What song were you singing?
I was lip syncing to "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston. Because I was like, what? I was like, I don't want to try to be the best at this show. I want to try to be the worst. So I'm going to do the song that is the most overdone song. At the time it was. And I'm going to just get pissed on by two men in pig masks. It was fierce.
I mean, it's legendary. People still talk about it to this day.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Bob.
Yeah.
Are you a Sophie or are you a Rebecca?
Thank you for asking this question. I am much more of a Rebecca than I am a Sophie.
Same.
Sophie is just like really emotional. She's like, I don't want anyone to get eliminated. And I'm like, sending these bitches home by the dozen.
Yeah.
I don't give a eliminate everyone on the first day. I don't give a.
Yeah.
How do you identify as a Sophie or a Rebecca?
I'm such a Rebecca. First of all, she has brown eyes and blonde hair, which is like that's my fetish, is brown eyes and blonde hair. And she's the business end of it. She gets things done. She keeps things on track. So I think that like on the podcast Race Chaser, I'm the Rebecca and Willem is the Sophie because she's the, you know.
That makes sense. She's
naturally just like hilarious and effusive. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. And Monet is definitely Sophie. Monet is a Sophie, the house down girl. So now let's talk about the Passion Project. Okay, so right as you announced, the Passion Project is going to be the kink photo shoots shot by Sam Morris. And then all of a sudden, Levi is like, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I want to have a discussion over to the side. And this is honestly legit my biggest reality TV pet peeve. I hate when people adore Delano, when people Creme, when people Chanel. Like, I'm like, bitch, why did you even, there was some slag at home sitting on their thumb or something much larger than a thumb, wishing they could come here and destroy some. But meanwhile, you're the one who's out here trying to leave after one episode. That is the Adore Delano. One episode, and I don't. When Levi goes, I don't belong here.
Girl, that's tea. It is taking and you can cut to my reaction face when we were watching it, if you like.
I don't want to have fun and then do uncomfortable bits because it outweighs the fun.
I only want to do the stuff I want to do. I don't want to do anything else.
And the thing about being a slag is to be true to yourself.
Yeah.
And be exactly who you are. But
I just am not like totally comfortable in it, so I just want to remove myself from the situation. I still love the Cock Destroyers. Sophie and Rebecca are so sweet, and I wish them all the best, and I'm so thankful for this opportunity. I just don't think
Alaska's face
is for me.
This please.
Well, talk to me, because you know.
It's a bit gutting, but
it takes that spot away from someone who would have gone there and given it their all and really thrown themselves into whatever they're going to give you. Because that's what the whole purpose of doing a reality show is, to be put into uncomfortable situations, because that's entertaining.
Exactly. He's like, I just don't want to do anything I'm not comfortable with. Bitch, we're not subscribing to your TikTok. We are here to watch you do things that we don't want to do. Oh, also, I love this. So they go to do the photo shoots. In reality, this is something that only happens in reality TV. It happens on Drag Race. It happens on America's Next Top Model. Like, the photographer's like, you only get 10 pictures. See, the thing is, my camera only clicks 10 times. I have to wait an hour.
Never in the history of Earth. I mean, literally, I go do a photo shoot with Magnus. It is just terabytes of exposures. We're trying to get the best.
But it's so weird. Every reality TV show, you only have one picture, so make it.
Sorry, yeah, make it count.
First come in Kane and Kevin. All right, Kane and Kevin. It's uncomfortable. It's not.
This is just a visual representation of the saying, two bottoms don't make a top. It was just like,
it really is.
This is what happens when accidentally two bottoms go out on a date together. It's like, they're like,
it really is, yeah. Like he's trying so hard to be dominant and he literally can't stop laughing. I'm like, girl, mama, this acting challenge is not yours.
Mama, this is a sub. This is not a dom, mama.
Then comes Nikki and Gustavo. So
yeah.
I'm loving the look. Honestly, mostly Nikki's look. Gustavo's look is fine. But I'm loving this wet hair, the teary makeup, like you've been having feet shoved in your mouth.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't understand was the foot. You guys are gonna see that I'm wearing pants. It's like this, but it should have been like a full foot moment, right?
The illusion is ruined. The illusion is ruined. I thought you were in a gown. I thought you were the real thing. I loved this scene. Nikki obviously came in with concept in mind. She was like, I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna like feminize the masculine male. I'm gonna be the sub, and I'm gonna put his feet in my mouth. I loved it. I thought they did great. I thought, like you said, it was a strange picture to choose for the final picture, but their concept and their shoot was the most successful by far.
Then comes Tyrese and Cameron, and they are doing bondage. First of all, I just think that Tyrese is the cutest. They're just so cute. I'm kind of obsessed. They're just but do you agree? I mean, just so cute.
Yes, Tyrese is adorable. Yeah.
I don't know Cameron is hard to read. Cameron kind of always talks like this and doesn't really give you much.
She lets the pump do the talking.
For sure.
I'm so watching this show. I just want to go get injectables. Everyone is just every surface that can be maximized.
Bumped.
With Voluma, Juvederm, Sculptra, Radius. I want to get all of them watching this show. I mean, I've never tried it in real life, but watching this show makes me want to try it.
It's something you just named the cast of Drag Race Season 12. Juvederm, Radius, Sculptra.
Welcome to the stage, Sculptra.
So, I mean, this shoot, it starts off strong, then it just kind of takes a nosedive, and they're just rolling around on the ground.
It was chaotic. It lacked direction and vision. And to be a destroyer, you have to have direction. You have to have a point of view.
And that's what it means to be a destroyer. It's the mother slag house. Oh, the soundtrack. I heard AAA Girls did the soundtrack. Is that true?
No, the AAA Girls did not do the soundtrack, but I know that Andrew Barrett Cox worked on the soundtrack, and the soundtrack is like the funniest. Oh, really? The music is so funny and so good. I'm blown away by the soundtrack.
Yeah, the music in this show is genuinely, I sing it all the time. It's a motherfucking slag house. This song is so stuck in my head.
And then there's like a song that's like, they're standing around drinking and talking. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah. All right, so let's start with Tyrese. So they're wearing this like cow print stirrups. I mean, the chaps is like a cute look. It's sexy. I feature this look.
I love this look.
Also, the Destroyers were also like, listen, we don't judge the looks at all. So would you even give that much? Like, we're judging the looks more than the Destroyers are.
Well, that's the thing. And if you've been on that show about drag queens. If you've been on Drag Race, you know that every moment is kind of like a runway, even if it's not judged, because that's a chance for you to show who you are and show your fashion sense and your point of view. So like every time you're on screen is category.
Which is why I was so mad at when Nikki walked in wearing sweatpants. I was like, I cannot
You were shook.
believe.
You were shook.
I cannot believe that a drag artist on a reality TV show walked in wearing sweatpants. That gagged me. I was beside myself. Speaking of Nikki, let's take a look at Nikki's look. So this is great. I mean, it's not completely. I've seen it before. It's not brand new, but she did a good job. It's amazing.
Ding dong! I love this. And
Ding
yes,
dong, darling.
It's of course the reference to Madonna. Valentina did it, but this is a beautiful interpretation of it. She looks fantastic.
Okay, let's talk about Kevin. Even Kevin's name is so plain. It's like Levi, Cameron, Nikki, Kane, Tyrese, and Kevin. I don't know what's going on.
Well, obviously it was cold out, so he put on a shrug. He said, I want to be sexy, so I'm going to put on this, which is a very unique, like, sort of jockstrap-ish kind of vibe. But
yeah, the strap is cute.
But then a knit top, which just screams sexual fetish to me.
He's like, you know what I like with my jockstrap? Macrame. Yeah, I can't get behind this, Kevin. Okay, speaking of, like Gustavo, not a tank top.
He just wore like clothes.
Mesh. I think he was wearing mesh shorts.
Oh.
What this looks like is when you're at like a circuit party, and then this is what you wear on the way to the circuit party before you take your shirt off.
Yeah. When you have people turning full on looks, and then you show up in just like kind of street clothes, you're getting out fashioned.
Yeah, you can't wear a tank top from the Fruit of the Loom pack.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
You can't do that.
I feel like it was one of those quick runways. You know how they do on Drag Race? Sometimes they get you with a quick runway, and they don't tell you as a drag queen that it's gonna be a quick runway that week. They just you spent all this time. You spent 3 hours getting it together, and they're like, and that's the girls, and here we go.
Cameron has a great ass. We're looking at Cameron. Cameron has a really great ass, which is lovely. But like some mesh short, I get it. I get it. These are not like designers. They're not all drag queens.
And it's season one, so you remember some of the shit that we got away with wearing on Drag Race in the early seasons. I mean,
this is true. If you go back to season 2, James, formerly known as Tyra, is the only person wearing
drag
custom clothes. Like the only person. Everyone else is just fully wearing clothes from the mall. Now Kane is doing this like flesh colored bodysuit with like a cartoonish drawing over with like a penis on the front.
Yeah.
But the entire butt out and the nipples appear. It's cute. I like it. It's cute.
I adore this. It's cute. It's sexy. It's funny. It's fashion. I'm putting my dollars down. I haven't seen the whole season, but I'm putting my dollars down. I think Kane is going to win the whole show. And I said it here.
I gotta say that was my early call too. But as we saw, spoiler alert for everyone. But you know, Gustavo now has 2 wins. Gustavo's the only one with 2 wins so far. So we'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
And let's talk about the Destroyers and what they're wearing. Now, the Destroyers they got wrapped up in some shoestring.
They did.
On the way to work. But they look great. I mean, I'm really into the high ponytails. I'm really into the branding. It's wild. Like, these ladies are really out here bearing it all.
Yeah, this is clever. It's cute. It's very on brand for them. I mean, Sophie, I want to know where she got that breastplate. I want her to send me the link.
Okay, so now they're all sitting around talking at the play party. Nikki is really. Is she mean?
I mean, I've met her. I've worked with her, and I think she's lovely.
Well, she is not afraid to say her opinion on this show.
No, she's not. But isn't that what we want? We don't want people to just sit around and say how lovely you are and what a nice person you are. We want someone who's going to go in there and be like, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I'm not here to make friends.
Well, I mean, she basically said, I'm not here to make friends. The two most overused reality TV lines are, at the end of the day, and then, I'm not here to make friends. And she basically said, at the end of the day, I'm not here to make friends.
And also, I'm the nicest bitch you'll ever meet, but if you come for me, the claws are going to come out.
I mean, to be fair, it is great to watch. I genuinely enjoy watching it.
She's like, I don't care who I have to step on. I want this. Is there a prize? There's not a prize. It's just, I don't care what I have to do. I will do anything to get that. Oh, we don't win anything. Okay, work. All right, good.
Golden lips? Okay, work. I want those golden lips.
I will do any.
So they're at the judging, the critiquing, which I feel bad because they're all standing on they're in a rock garden in Hooker Hills.
That's the real challenge.
Like, put down a piece of plywood for everyone to stand on. And they're going down the line, and we found out that Gustavo and Nikki have won, which means that Gustavo now has 2 wins.
Wow.
And they are sending home Kevin. Oh, we have to go back for a second. Can we talk about Kevin's rap?
Come on. Step up in the show, yes, Kevin, bitch. I'm about to show y'all how to up this.
Oh my god! That's so amazing!
Okay, well, it's not quite on par with I'm Roxy Anderson, I'm here to make it clear, but it's close.
Like, I will say this: as soon as Kevin drops a single, I will be the first one to listen to it.
Same.
But I remember being like, I wasn't particularly inspired by the rap. But Sophie, in true kindergarten fashion, was like, it was lovely. Oh, amazing. Like, everyone needs a Sophie in their life. I mean, and honestly, that's what it means to be a destroyer.
That's truly what it is.
So we find out that Kevin is going home. Arrivederci, Kevin.
This was a little rough. I mean, we lost one of the contestants by, self-elimination. You couldn't do a non-elimination round? Poor Kevin.
They went from being like, I don't think we're going to eliminate anyone, to being like, we can get rid of 2 at a time.
2 at once.
Right? Just like you, everyone in this general area, y'all can go. Alaska, thank you so much for joining me. I always have a lot of fun with you.
Me too. Thank you.
And also, you at home, thank you for watching. And you can join us next week when we'll be watching episode 3 of Slag Wars.